the data and the information and the knowledge about the system is very, very important. It is very weak. What is the system of education we are having it? What is the nature of infrastructure we are having it? What is the nature of the student population? What is the nature of the staff nature? All this data is very, very important. Sometimes we have some data, but the data has to be converted with a purpose and with the relevance as a information. And that information has to be converted into a knowledge with the values. And this value framework must be the basis. So my first general observation is, it is good that we have a debate, and we must have that framework. Examine all the reforms, all the suggestions which are making with this framework. This is my one general observation. My two specific observations, I have some experience of working in the Quality Assurance Agency, and I have some experience of working in the open and distance education system. My two specific suggestions are related to these two areas only, because there are other areas also. I think other panelists may be suggesting it. Why I am talking about this quality, the whole debate about the quality, there is a strong feeling that the quality of education is very poor and deficient, and many reports also, yesterday also there is a report of the status of education, the quality is very poor. But unfortunately in the quality debate, there is a more market orientation in the quality debate. Why I am saying is the market has overtaken the whole quality debate. Because from the starting, the president to all the people, one concern about the quality is we don't have the institutions which can be ranked in the first 100 world-class institutions. We don't know what actually is a world-class institution, but the concern is expressed as we don't have a place in the first 100 or first 200 world-class universities. So this, the whole ranking business is a market-oriented activity. But the quality, the three concerns of the quality debate is, one is unequal quality in the educational system. This unequal quality, it also reflects the unequal society also. There are some good institutions, a large number of institutions which are average, large number of institutions which are below average. So our quality concern is, how do you improve the quality of these average institutions? How do you improve the quality of institutions in rural areas, institutions in backward areas, institutions in tribal areas? So the quality concern, the one is a market concern of looking for the top institutions, competing with Harvard, competing with Oxford. That is one way of looking at. We need not bother about those top institutions, anyhow they compete. But our main concern is the average quality of the 35,000 colleges. If you see that, more than the 1,000 colleges, rest of the colleges, they are categorized as average and below average. How are you going to improve the quality of these institutions? This is the major concern. Then the second concern in the whole quality debate is, sometimes we find that the blame game in the quality. See, there are all the stakeholders in the quality. The question of who is responsible for quality of education, somebody says government is responsible, somebody says teachers are responsible, somebody says managements are responsible. You see, the blame game won't solve the problem. You see, there is a need for some convergence or some synergy of all the players who are participating in the quality debate. That important role. The important role is to be played by the teachers and students. You see, that is very, very important. We have so many problems because of so many constraints and so many problems. Sometimes the teachers are not able to play that important role. There is a criticism that sometimes teachers are not that effectively or that actively concerned with the quality. Sometimes students also are not concerned with the quality, they want the degrees. There may be some reasons for why students are not actively participating, why teachers are not actively participating in the quality processes. There may be infrastructure problems, there may be capacity building problems, and they don't have the staff also, full-time staff also. Whatever may be the problems, the point I am trying to make is, if the quality is the concern, the quality of average institution is our concern. In Telangana state, the quality of the colleges in rural areas, colleges in tribal areas, schools in rural areas, schools in tribal areas, you have to take care of it. For that, my suggestion for that is, you see, suppose if you can we have a national level agency, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. There is also the government under the RUSA scheme also, they are suggesting more number of assessment agencies also. In these assessment agencies, my focus in the Telangana state should be, institutions must take the responsibility for that, and the self-assessment is more important than external assessment. sometimes we know that the problems with the external agencies also, regulatory agencies, regulatory councils. My friend Professor Muthundaji was sharing his concerns about how regulatory agencies are operating and the problems of the regulatory agencies. So my concern is, in Telangana also, the teachers and the students must be more actively involved in the quality processes, and institutions must take that responsibility, and internal systems for institutions, internal quality assurance systems must be strengthened, and they must be made more active and more transparency in their operations. So you may have a quality assessment and improvement agency. More than assessment, improvement is very, very important. Let that quality assessment and improvement agency, as Professor Bhargava is telling, that agency, let it take care of the school and colleges also. It's the integrated agency, not exclusively one for the school education and another for the higher education. A state can have an integrated Telangana education quality assessment and improvement agency, which takes care of the quality of the school level and quality of higher education integrated way, that agency, and that agency must have the responsibility of assessment and improvement. What is happening is the National Assessment Accreditation Council also makes an assessment, says that your institution is of B quality or C quality or A quality. But what is the improvement mechanism? Actually, assessment has two objectives. One is quality assessment, quality improvement, and accountability. So this agency must take that responsibility, and my own feeling is Telangana will be the first state to have that type of agency. Kerala and Tamil Nadu, they want to have state level agency for higher education. But my suggestion for Telangana state will be, let they create an integrated agency for education as a whole, school level to the university level, and let the institutions play an important role, let the teachers play an important role, let the students play important role in the whole process, and let a strategic plan for institution, take institution as a single entity, and let the institution prepare its own improvement plan. That is what is required, the institutional focus. This is about the quality concern, because it is a common concern for all of us. Unless institutions take that responsibility, quality cannot be imposed from above. Quality cannot be imposed from orders. If you issue an order, if you say that quality has to be done and this is how it is to be done, the performance assessment and all those things, participatory approach is necessary, open approach is necessary, democratic approach is necessary, accountability approach is necessary, transparency is necessary. This is one suggestion about the quality. My second suggestion, as I was telling, I have some association with the open university system, particularly Telangana, must feel proud that son of Telangana, great son of Telangana, Professor Ram Reddy, created a history in education sector by taking initiative for establishment of open university. Today what we are looking throughout the world, it is not a Telangana, then afterwards at the national level it was established and he was the vice chancellor there also, 14, 15 universities are there. But this system can be used. I am looking at the potential of the system for Telangana capacity building of working population of Telangana. Suppose you have 50,000, 60,000 employees are there. Now naturally when after great struggle Telangana state is achieved, naturally Telangana government and Telangana people want to know more about Telangana history, Telangana culture and Telangana developmental issues also, developmental issues. The open education system or the distance education mode can be effectively used for training and for educating working population of Telangana. All the 60,000 employees of the Telangana can be given a sort of an orientation on Telangana culture and history. They can be given orientation on the developmental issues in Telangana. What are the developmental issues in Telangana? Different people are looking in different ways. Many universities in the world also, they have now what is called as the online education. They are calling them as the MOOCs. MOOCs means massive online open courses. Suppose there is a massive online open course on Telangana culture and history, which is accessible, freely accessible. It is an open educational resource, freely accessible to all the 60,000 employees, to all the people who are interested, all the women, all the men, all those people who are interested, or issues of development in Telangana, because all of us are concerned about the issues of development in Telangana. A particular program can be offered. So my second suggestion is ODL methods, open and distance learning methods and online methods, without disturbing their regular work. The women and working population can be effectively educated, extension education can be provided, capacity building can be provided. This is another suggestion I think which the Telangana state government can take into consideration. There are many others also. I think at this stage I will stop it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Again, you are also very specific. And your area, this one is mostly on the quality assurance, accreditation. So that definitely we'll keep in touch later also when we do the report. And I request Professor Vedathi to give us.
Good evening to all of you. At the outset, I thank the organizers for giving the opportunity to be here among the galaxies here amidst renowned persons. Actually, I have not done much work on higher education. నేను యూనివర్సిటీలో టీచ్ చేయడం తప్పించి హైయర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద ప్రత్యేకంగా పనిచేసినటువంటి ఈ నేపథ్యం అయితే నాకు లేదు. నా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లో నుంచి నాకున్నటువంటి థాట్స్ కొన్ని షేర్ చేసుకోవడం మటుకు చేయగలను నేను. ముఖ్యంగా